Ba, ba, da, 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 Man, you know how companies got or like a thing's gotten big enough when Google makes their own fucking thing for it, like their own little icon for it. Oh, that shit is goated. There's like so much. There's so few things that are big enough that to warrant like, damn, like Google gave them their own fucking icon. That's based. MX, how's it going, man? How y'all doing? I'm just gonna I should already be here, but. Good God. Oh, perfect timing. Luvion, how's it going, man? How you doing? All right. DSV, how's it going? Overstepped the live stream? All good. Well, glad to have you here, man. Nightwalker, how's it going? Okay, so R-O... Growl. Bitch. Gilgamesh, how's it going, man? Long time no see. How you doing? Walter, how's it going? Oh, that's awful. Sorry, I haven't made iced coffee in a while. My my skills have clearly decayed. Wow, that's bad. Will I drink it? Yes. Oh my god, it's awful. Hold on, that was so bad. My god. You know what happened to Easy? No? I think username fell asleep. Gonna save spamming. I think you're the only person that's left that's still positive towards username DSV. Glad to have you. I'll also shoot him a message though. Wow, I'm so bad at this today. Okay, so R-O... Okay. Roly. X-O-R-X-L. Coral. Let's go! This stream is going to be particularly hyped, so he does not want to miss it. Oh, I see. Cool, cool, cool. I don't know when Easy and I are talking. Okay. I don't want to... Okay. I don't want to like leak our DMs or anything. Nothing. So I'm just gonna show you like a little snippet because I don't want anything to... Okay. I literally just don't even... Okay. So on the 5th, which was 2 days ago, Easy said, hey, too bad, sorry, I didn't know you were streaming today. I'll be out for most of the day tomorrow, but I'll be back around the time you have your second stream. So if you want to talk about Volume 4, that's great. I was like, fortunately, I'm down to only one stream a day now that I'm gainfully employed, Lamau. But yeah, tomorrow's good, man. Let me know if 8 p.m. EST works for you. Looking forward to talking to you. And he goes, and then 2 days later, so today, like 2 hours ago, he says, bet that should be 5 p.m. my time. So now I don't know if you wanted to talk today or tomorrow. And so I was like, wait, I'm fine to talk today or tomorrow. I don't know. But then he was like, wait, I have a little over an hour before I head out to the theaters from that time, 9:15 EST when I was gonna head out. I was like, okay, like no problem. Do you want to do it on Saturday? And then he hasn't responded to me. So I don't like, bro, I'm having a fucking stroke. I don't know. It's like, don't get me wrong. It's all good. Like if he's busy, we can chat later. Like no problem. Like no shade from my side. Listen, we're both busy. I get it. Like our shit's our schedules are fucked. We're in different time zones, like a whole bunch of shit. I get it, no problem at all. But like I can't even follow the conversation. I feel like I'm fucking going schizoid. I'm like reading this. I'm like, wait, is he talking about today, yesterday, tomorrow? What the fuck is going on? This is what I feel like. This is what I feel like. This is what it would feel like to be like the time traveler's girlfriend. Like you're just like the time traveler. Like someone comes up to you and they're like, oh, like here's our little son, little Timmy. He's almost 2, and you're like, fucking didn't even know you were married. Like Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on here? Hold on, I gotta turn the fan on. It's hot as fuck in my room. Ooh, but I do pick up the AC tomorrow, so that'll be nice. Time is an illusion. Yeah, that's what those hippies want to convince you. Ooh, Nightwalker, do I? What would you know about a girlfriend, you fuck? Bore. Drag. I don't know. And you never show that. Okay. Devil, Vulcan, Sinner. Anyway, Boar, Pierce, something else. Maybe. I was thinking like bore, poke, pierce, and punch, maybe? Yes! Perforate. Ah, good. Oh, good. Okay. Okay. Vulcan, Sinner, Devil. It is true. One of the things I like about you is that you're more consistent. Bullseye. That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me. In fairness, you've been a lot nicer recently. I don't know. You went through like a phase. I don't know if it was your time of the month or whatever. I mean, but like, goddamn, you were so huh. Alright, sorry. First, I'm a guy, and 2, it was Easy's orders to distract you. I'm sorry, Bullseye. Did you want me to assume your gender in this day and age? What the fuck is wrong with you? Get out of my fucking chat! God! Borg? I don't know what Borg is. Fuck. Drag. Borg. Borg and Graph feel like they're like anagrams or some shit. Frag. Brog. Grob. I don't know. Fuck. God, I hate this. Okay, let's go to Lexicon. I'm not getting this. My fucking God, this coffee's so bad. Will I finish it? Fuck yeah, I will. Oh wait, we're in the City of Miracles. Liv said, oh, oh my God, we're gonna get so much lore shit today. Oh, let me get my fucking notes pulled up. Hold on. Liv said, what's in my notes already? Okay, according to the information about dragons that she'd bought from the little son, the dragon of imagination, Onkvault, had actually imagined a floating city with a massive temple pillar supporting a towering palace complex. The name of the city was Livsid, meaning the City of Miracles. Liv... Yeah, no, that's literally all I know. Fucking cooked. My god, my notes are depressing. Setting, place, location, school, test, exam. Let's go! Oh my god, that might be the first time I've had a coherent run without like fucking it up. Oh my god. That was so good. The Lord of the Mysteries novel was actually imagined by Onkvalt. I'm sorry, is this supposed to be fucking omniscient reader's viewpoint? Nah, spoilers. Ah, that was so good. What the fuck? Practice? Do it again? Yeah, fuck yeah, I will. What do you think this is, huh? Occasion. Special, rare. Mineral. I meant mineral. Fuck. Ah, shit. Metal. Entire. Fuck. Solid. Fuck. No, I lost it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't. I lied to you. I can't do it. Let's do Geoguessr. I haven't done Geoguessr in a long time. Fuck. Now, get me out of here. God, no! God damn it. Wow, this is what the fuck? This is some European shit for sure. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Bro, I love how you could be like, you could be in fucking North Korea. One thing everyone can make out, Coca-Cola. Made a joke and got spoiled for it. That's the price of being cringe. Listen, Hope, you don't even know what I'm referencing. Orvie's a really good read. From what I know, I haven't finished it. I read a lot of the manhwa though, and it was really good. I'm excited for the donghua next year. Okay, this is antique souvenir traffica. So this is definitely something that has like an English-esque language. Like this is English, but like with some of those fucking like apostrophes, or what are the accents or whatever on top. Restaurants. Wait, pizza! It's Italy! It's Italy, confirmed. Pizza. No one else in all of Europe sells pizza. Fuck! It was Austria! Ah, fuck. Get me the fuck out of here. 10! How's it going, man? Okay. Toyota. I don't know what that is. Toyota. I don't think that's a Toyota. Bram. Man, whoever this family is really loves Toyota. Oh no, it's an insurance company. Wait, insurance company. Website. Fuck it. I can't see. I think that says .com anyway. God damn it. It's neighboring Italy, so. Bro, they. Catholic Book Center. Religious and educational books, Bibles, assorted. Okay, so it's definitely an English-speaking country, for sure. For real. Definitely not a SVD, house parking only. That doesn't grant me anything either. I am not good enough to know anything from the license plates, so I don't even know why I fucking looked. Wait, what do you mean? Real Jackson's hair salon. What do you mean? Wait, this is the guy. Wait, this is the guy from Django. What's his name? Fuck, what's his name? Oh my god, I'm running out of time. But Django Unchained actor. Jamie Foxx. Oh my god, that's so 30 seconds. Fuck, I'm so cooked. Mayo Plage Road. Bro, this is okay, this is, I don't know. This is like Asia somewhere, because they're speaking a lot of English, but like, I don't know, would they speak this much? Oh no, it's Jamie Foxx. It's gotta be somewhere in Africa. No, hold on. I'm running out of time. Okay, that wasn't great, but given how low on time I ran, that was better. That was Ghana. Oh, wow. Okay, I guess Ghana is a primarily English speaking country. I did not know this. Again, my knowledge of African geography might as well be nil, so I'm not. I don't claim to gain or lose anything from that. Bro, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere! Give me some signage! They're putting me in they're putting me in a fucking national forest of like Denmark or some bullshit. What the fuck? Oh, yes. Give me signage. Let me read it. Fuck. Montreal. Oh, this is Montreal. Okay, base. Which can I find out which? Fuck no. It's gonna put me on top of the sign. Shit. Oh, fuck. I can't read. It's just I just know I just know. No, bullseye. Stop. Take down that message. I can't. No, you can't. Okay. Montreal. Parc de Montreal. Bro, you're fucking. That's the name? Park of Bro, that's such a fucking cracked name. That's so dumb. Okay, I don't know where. It's gonna be on the outskirts, obviously. Well, we'll go over here. We'll go near Mont Tremblant. I can do this one decently okay, because obviously I'm from Canada, so I can... Like, that's handy. Okay, that was not so bad, you know? Wait, I got 3 more? Wait, no, it's 8 o'clock. Fuck it. We read! By the way, someone let me know what's like a decent place to end today. I got no fucking clues. I'm just making up the numbers as always. Yeah. Easy and we'll talk on Saturday. He just messaged me. All good. All right, let's go. Oh, 1070. Great. I think that's probably the general name they use for parks in Montreal. I don't. Maybe Louvian. I don't know. I've been to Montreal. I've never been to parks in Montreal, so I don't know. And best place would be the end of Volume 5. Oh, nice. Bullseye, take your fucking comments down. God damn it. Trying to get me cancelled before I even get this bitch on the fucking road. Take your shit down, motherfucker. Livsed was a floating city that Onkvald imagined out of thin air. No matter what, it was a miracle, a divine miracle. And by the way, I'm so happy. We got Everknight's real name. That's so cool. Amanisis. Everyone's gonna fucking tell me how it's pronounced now, but whatever. It was even more magnificent than the Giant King's court, more rugged and unique. Every stone pillar was nearly 100 meters tall, like a throne for the dragon to sit on. It was a city that left a deep, unforgettable impression. Therefore, although Audrey had never seen the City of Miracles, she instantly made the connection from witnessing the scene. Of course, one of the main reasons for knowing that was because she knew that Grizel's travel came from Onkvald. Smash her? I haven't seen her, Bullseye. I don't know. I mean, no, actually, we saw her in the anime. No. Smash. For sure. MX, have you thought, are you studying journalism in school, you fuck? Should consider it. As for Klein, as he had once divined the origins of Grizel's travel and seen the real City of Miracles, now he was sure that the island-sized city in the middle of the deep-sea crater was identical to Livsed. All it lacked were the dragons. Is this real, or is it a clone? Is it a gathering of some special creature's subconsciousness in the book world? According to Klein's divination results, all the contents of the dream from the giant guardian Grozel and Cyatus were he was certain that Grozel's travel was created. That when Grozel's travel was created, Livsid existed. When it reached the Giant King's court, Livsid existed. When Grozel began his adventure, and when Cyatus was sucked into the book world, Livsid still existed. If the City of Miracle Livsid were to vanish, the various supernatural races wouldn't have any reactions. In other words, these facts were undeniable proof that the city in the middle of the deep sea crater was unlikely to be Livsid. But very quickly, Klein remembered something. It was an answer Eridas once gave him, certain that it first appeared amongst the dragons after the disappearance of Livsid. This is interesting. Why did the mirror rely on? What did the mirror rely on to confirm that Grozel's travel was the first to appear, and to believe that it was after the disappearance of Livsid? It wasn't even able to see matters related to Zaratul, so how could it pry into the origins of an ancient god's possession? I originally never used this conclusion to infer things, but this point was overturned by my divination. I never expected. The last owner of Grozel's travel was Edwina, a member of the Church of Knowledge. They believe in the God of Knowledge and Wisdom. The God of Knowledge and Wisdom can be confirmed to be one of the kings of angels who served ASG. And from the Church's history and the history of the Third Epoch, it's reasonable to suspect that the Angel of Wisdom is most likely to be Dragon of Wisdom, Herabergen. We might know God of Knowledge and Wisdom's name too? This was the Dragon of Imagination Onkvald's subsidiary god, a high-level member of the dragons. So if that's the case, then in my mind, this also confirms that that a super god can exist, and sequence zeros under him can exist. Because previously my concern was that, if a sequence 0 exists, there can be no sequence 1s, because there's not enough characteristic to go around. But now it seems that even though there's a super god, Ankvald in this scenario, there's still subsidiary gods under him. Herabergen, who's the knowledge and wisdom, so that would be, I don't know what pathway, whatever. Okay, cool. A streamer caught thinking Jamie Foxx's famous American actor was cool. Jamie Foxx. Bullseye stuff. Oh, God. Oh, my God. The appearance of Grozel's travel after the disappearance of Livsid was thanks to the God of Knowledge and Wisdom's passing it around through a certain method. Actually, let me just toss that into my notes really quickly. Herabergen is the name of thing. So we don't know the name of the tyrant, right? We don't know his name. So, okay. Dr. Z, hey, how's it going? Okay. No, not very late at all. Like 5 minutes. I just started reading. You're good. So Evernight, her name is Amanisis. I'm mispronouncing that, but whatever. God of Knowledge name is Herabergen. Herabergen. I don't know. Mama Nices. Very good, Hope. I'll go back in 5 then. Yeah, no problem. Oh, you're gonna go. Oh, you're just gonna. Nothing. Yeah, feel free. I don't think anything much happened, but I appreciate you being here, Dr. Z. The appearance of Grozel's travel after the disappearance of Livsid was thanks to the God of Knowledge and Wisdom passing it through a certain method, which had convinced the magic mirror. If he really is a dragon of wisdom, it means that he was directly involved, and his high level was already very high back then. His understanding of this matter definitely trumps Gruzel and Sciatus. But how do I explain the scene I divined above the great fog? Just thinking about it makes my head ache. What I saw was definitely Onkvalt himself. He tossed a gold coin continuously and came up with some theories. Since the City of Miracle Livsid was imagined, couldn't it just be imagined again after it's disappeared? I guess it would depend on if there's something equally stronger or equally as strong or stronger than you who is imagining it not existing. Does that make sense? The original Livsid was stuffed into the book by Onkvalt. The one that subsequently existed was the one he imagined again. This could fool all the dragons, but not the ones who were known for being intelligent. If this were true, then there were actually two instances of the City of Miracles, Livsid. The one here is the oldest one. But here comes the question. Why didn't the Dragon of Wisdom enter the book himself? Even if he wasn't a spectator, with his title of being omniscient and omnipotent, he should have enough powers to do some exploration. He has actually been here a long time ago, but didn't alert anyone else of the book? Also, because of certain motives, he left the City of Miracles here? The city is grand and magnificent. It clearly doesn't belong to humans or humanoid creatures. There's no need to stare at it. You're not an architect, Klein said. Klein gathered his thoughts and glanced at Leonard. This may very well be the Dragon of Imagination Onkvalt's City of Miracles, Livsid. In a sense, it's the divine kingdom of an ancient god. Divine kingdom, Leonard said. Is it really Livsid? Audrey said. It's only possible. It's not floating in the air like the legends, but has sunk into the bottom of the sea of collective subconscious, so it's hard to tell if it's real or fake. I didn't expect the day would come when I'll come to the divine kingdom of an ancient god, Leonard smiled. Frankly, if Miss Justice wasn't here, he wouldn't have been able to marvel. He wouldn't have been able to help but marvel at how rich Klein's life was. Ever since he reunited with his friend, not only did he meet two sons of gods, kings of angels, he also entered a book and found the city suspected to be a divine kingdom. And gods and second epochs. Onkvalt has the City of Miracles. Klein has the local bathroom. Not all gods are equal. You know, you take what you can get, DSV, really. Of course, it was a lot more dangerous. Having said that, he looked up at the floating sea phantoms and asked, how do you know if this collective sea of subconscious is real or imagined? Audrey thought for a while and said, there's no way to tell the difference, or rather, the sea of collective subconscious here is also real. In essence, collective subconscious is the accumulation of settling and strong emotions and feelings. Although the people in the world may be imaginary, their feelings are all real. As Audrey spoke, she realized something that she couldn't help but say out loud. But she was unable to say it out loud, rather. Klein suddenly said, the objects that he imagined will be conjured, the kingdom he dreams will surely descend upon the physical world. As his voice echoed, Klein put away the gold coin in his hand and jumped into the crater. The future that he declares will be carried out, becoming reality. As his figure glided down, the following words came out. As Audrey's eyes were dazed at first before they lit up, she also jumped towards the City of Miracles. Aren't you going to divine the level of danger? This might be a divine kingdom, Leonard looked at the two of them. When did you get the wrong impression that I didn't divine it? You just don't notice my actions. I just put away the coin, you idiot. Also, I didn't get any warnings from my intuition. Furthermore, if my theory is right, then Hedda should have entered here before. If there's any danger that'll rear its head, it should have been long finished by him. Also, isn't Hedda so cool? He betrayed Onkvalt and joined ASG camp, and then stabbed him to him and feasted on him. Bro, Onkvalt is Hedda is the peak 9-to-5 corporate America employee, okay? This motherfucker will sell out his soul to move up. He's like, He's like, I'm a sequence 2. ASG is offering me sequence 1. We fucking move. ASG is being he's being a selfish bitch. He won't give me the sequence 0. Let's kill him. Like, damn, why? And they're like, I need more power, baby. Like, damn, bro. Okay, chill. As Klein silently lampooned, he adjusted his direction and speed. He was in a spirit body state now and could fly if he wanted to. About 2 or 3 seconds later, Audrey landed beside him. Audrey looked up, and after reeling from shock for a few seconds due to the grandeur of the stone columns, she said, looking from the inside and looking from the distance is completely different. This is how a rat must feel in Backland. True. He's a dragon. He's cold-blooded. I don't... Are dragons cold-blooded? Shorter stream, 1074, 1075. Okay, based. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking 1075, but Leonard also glided over and looked at Klein. It wasn't that he didn't believe in Klein, or he was unaware of how cautious he was. He just wanted to clarify. This was a conclusion that the Nighthawks gleaned from their experiences. Currently, the indications don't point to any danger, Klein said. Livset is really big, Leonard said. I mean that for a city so big, even if we can fly, we won't be able to explore it without spending a few days here. Do you have a destination in mind? Klein nodded and pointed at a huge palace more than 200 meters tall and said, there. Crocodiles are, and so are snakes, I think. No idea, but it will depend on which fantasy universe. True. I think dragons, despite looking at like reptiles, must have anatomy like birds, so bladder, maybe depends on the pathway. That's probably fair too. Just offhand, if I go here, it says, in truth, a dragon does not depend on the warm environment for warmth, but rather maintains a consistent internal temperature, which makes me think warm-blooded. There, Klein nodded. If I remember correctly, that is Ankh-Valt's residence. This is what he saw in the dream divination. Seeing that Klein had already found a plan, as if he received a revelation from Mr. Fool, Leonard felt relieved and said, is this a divine kingdom? I don't feel anything. All the abnormalities here seem to be gathering towards that place, Audrey said with uncertainty. She was referring to the place that Klein had pointed out. Hall of Truth. Man. A true dragon is super big and big creatures can't be sustained on being cold-blooded? Wait, is this true, Len? The bigger the creature, the more likely it is to be warm-blooded? Is this true? Are bigger animals more likely to be warm-blooded? Larger animals have the ability to generate more heat, as well as the ability to trap this heat more effectively in their bodies. Or the general, what the fuck? Endothermic animals, often referred to as warm-blooded animals, need to generate heat. Oh, you're right. Okay. Oh, very cool. So warm-blooded animals need to generate heat to maintain an internal consistent internal body temperature. Larger animals have the ability to generate more heat, as well as their ability to trap this heat more effectively due to their larger body size. Cool. I did not know that. Thank you, Hope. That's cool. That's a cool piece of info. Well, DSV, I think there's like a... I hate to use this phrase, but like, I think there's a qualitative difference between like a fucking saltwater crocodile and a fucking elephant, you know? Wait, are whales... Wait, whales have to be warm-blooded, right? Are whales warm-blooded? Whales are warm-blooded mammals. Cool. In front of the Grand Palace that was more than 200 meters tall, there were a few thick stone columns that were slightly shorter than it was, and it as though there were a squadron of soldiers standing at attention. Klein could imagine that when Livsid was floating in midair, these columns would definitely have dragons crouching on them. These were the servants of Ankvald. He then looked up at the open door and said to Leonard and Audrey, "Stay close to me. Once an accident happens, I'll take you out of the book world and go above the grey fog." It's not an elephant, but average size of 17 feet. I stand corrected. I apologize. Okay, Leonard and Audrey said. Relying on their spirit body's ability to fly, the trio passed through the stairs and entered the palace. The first thing they saw was a wide space that was enough for multiple dragons to roll freely. I love how they're like, damn, bro, like dragons need to be able to fucking fight it out here, you know? As well as ancient pillars that seem to prop up the sky. Am I crazy, or is that like a pretty similar description to like the grey fog? Wait. Oh, I'm so fucking dumb. What if the grey fog is like a divine kingdom for a god? But for like maybe the old fool's divine kingdom. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Kami. I'm thinking that's what I realized. I was like, oh, like every time I read something like this, I'm like, oh, this could be the Grey Fog. And then I'm like, wait, there's something they all have in common. Ormir's castle, which was like, oh, this could be like the Grey Fog because it's like the palace of a giant. And then it was like this place, and it's like Palace of a Giant. It's like, what the fuck? So I just realized I was looking at it backwards. I kept thinking like, oh, the Grey Fog could be any of those places. I just didn't realize that if I just put all those things in a category, I could throw the Grey Fog in that same category and get a better answer. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. Oh, so the Grey Fog might be the what the fuck is it called? What the fuck is this called? Whatever. Oh my god, like I can't find the words. I'm actually at a loss. The Divine Kingdom, that's what I was looking for. Divine Kingdom. Wait, okay. So it seems like once you become a god, you get a Divine Kingdom. Is that fair? Because, like, Evernight has one of her own. But I just don't know, actually. Do gods have one, or do super gods have one? Interesting. That's fun. Okay. On the two sides of the hall, there were colorful, beautiful murals. They kept extending forward and intertwining with the huge pillar that was multiple arm spans wide. The giant pillar was in the deepest recess of the hall right in front of them. Without relying on anything else, just the pillars alone were enough to make people feel a strong sense of fear and have them experience the vicissitudes of time. It was like a fossilized deity. Vicissitudes. Oh, that's such a good word. I fucking love that word, dude. Am I a fucking nerd? Yeah, probably. Fuck you guys. Who's asking? Almost instantly, a grayish-white figure appeared on the pillar. The figure was covered in scales, and every scale seemed to resemble a sturdy stone slab. Ankvald. This thought flashed through Klein's mind as he heard a voice echoing in the hall. Dragon of Imagination. Ankvald. As Klein looked around in astonishment, he heard Leonard sigh emotionally. The deep air listened around him as he rode in. All the low wind hardly breathed for fear. This fellow still has the mood to recite poetry. I wonder whose poem he's reciting. He looked at Leonard. Then he heard an echo. This fellow still has the mood to recite poetry. I wonder whose poem he's reciting. Leonard's expression was one of shock, but he shut his mouth and shook his head. Then a voice resounded behind him. I didn't recite anything. What's going on? Strange. Klein had the thought, and at the same time realized the voice belonged to him. So whatever they're thinking is being said out loud? And then Audrey's gentle and mumbling voice sounded. This hall is able to let our thoughts present themselves in the surroundings and is even able to conjure them. When I saw that pillar just now, I was imagining what Ankh-Vault looked like. It was based on the blueprint of the Mind Dragon I saw before. Why is whatever I'm saying? No, indeed. The hall is articulating it. Okay. So that's the case. Luckily, I didn't think of anything weird just now. Rein in my thoughts. Rein in your thoughts. Klein began to use cogitation to focus his mind. Don't think about Sharon. Don't think about Sharon. Don't think about... This is like... That's the equivalent of like... I'm sure you guys have all seen that, but it's like, don't think of a pink elephant, right? It's like your brain is incapable of not doing a thing. At the same time, words echoed around him, almost in sync. Rein in my thoughts. Rein in my thoughts. So that's what Mr. World's inner thoughts are like. He's like a child who just started school, constantly emphasizing matters that he needs to take attention of. Also, the image of his cogitation is actually layers of spherical light. That's so beautiful. No, I'm not thinking about this. I'm not describing you like this. Mr. World, I'm serious. As for Leonard, voices around him were already echoing with laughter. Dr. Z, if someone found out how Klein feels about Sharon, they would make fun of him endlessly. If someone found out that he is the fool, they would just bow. They'd be like, holy fuck. My Imperial Majesty, I apologize for my rude behavior around you. You know? These two fellows. No, why am I using fellow? Be polite. Be more polite. As Klein listened to his thoughts, he sighed. This place is very suitable for playing Truth or Dare. Perhaps it should be perhaps it should be called the Hall of Truth. It was probably invented by Roselle. I have to be careful not to think about things I shouldn't think about. Seriously, it's too difficult to rein in random thoughts without the use of cogitation. This time, Audrey laughed and said, Mr. World actually has such a side to him. I actually failed to read it in the past. To think you're experiencing such a day, Klein. No, what did I say? Leonard then covered his mouth. Unsurprisingly, he heard Miss Justice's question. Klein? Oh, you dumb bitch! God! Leonard! Alright, off with your head. And a certain someone's complaint. Perhaps only turning him into a marionette can stop this fellow from having wild thoughts. Wait, what was I thinking about? Calm down. Calm down. Let's take a look at what the murals describe. In ancient times, murals were very important for communicating memories. Klein? Is this Mr. World's real name? No, don't think about it too much. He'll be angry. No, I think it's more likely for him to feel embarrassed. No, this is all Lie's fault. Mr. World, please, believe me. Using the spectator pathway's ability to control her thoughts, Audrey reined in her thoughts. Compared to them, Leonard's ability to control his mind was weaker. You can't even control your own mind. Turning into marionettes. Is this fellow that dangerous? So that's what's on your mind. Miss Justice's reaction is also interesting. I haven't seen that fellow embarrassed in so long. When Klein and Audrey began seriously looking at the murals, they were exchanging their thoughts through the stirring of their heart. Only then did Leonard gradually calm down. The murals on the right depicted historical developments. There was a scene of human construction, scenes of snow-covered plains, war and migration, various nations and cities, as well as towers and fruits that represented zero communication barriers. Just three kids goofing around. Yeah, like, Klein and Leonard should probably be like early 20s right now. I would assume like 22, 23 or so, I think. Right? Are they a little bit older? And Audrey's 18, so like they're literally just they're like young adults, you know. It was obvious that these murals started from the entrance and ended at Ankh-Valt's throne. Towards the end, Klein noticed a familiar figure, the King of the North, Yulisan. The book world's development is based on these murals, Klein thought. He then looked back and found many blurry-faced adventurers hunting the frost dragon. The ice and snow melted as they opened a door to leave, before flourishing cities like Pasod appeared. Then they discovered the weather turning cold, implying an end in which the story begins anew. The contents of the murals will become reality in the book world, Audrey thought. This mural looks ordinary. It's not even as good as the works of street artists, as expected of Ankh-Valt's imagination. Is this the power and authority of an ancient god? Leonard thought. Bro, I love how he's like, bro, you have the power of imagination, and you come up with this dog shit, bro? You're dumb. Beginning of LOTM, they're 17, 22, 25, maybe like a year older. Okay, so now they're 18, 23, 26. Wow, Leonard is old. He acts like the most childish one. What the fuck? It's possible. Let's look at the murals on the other side before putting everything together. Godzilla! How's it going, man? During this process, they realized that their spirit bodies couldn't fly in the palace. As the murals were huge, it didn't take much walking before the three of them could see the corresponding contents. The first mural near the entrance made Klein's pupils dilate. In the mural, a giant with blurry looks, grayish-blue skin, and a single vertical eye was holding a hard-covered book. Leonard is the same age. Wait, Dr. Z, you're only 26? Bro, I feel like with everyone calling you aunt for so fucking long, in my mind, you're like way older. Fuck. I thought you were like early 30s. In the subsequent murals, the common highlight was the goatskin binding. You are bro, you 30? What do you mean? How do you know how old I am, Dr. Z? If you don't, I'm 22. In the subsequent murals, the common highlight was the goatskin binding. There was a dark brown covered book. It was obtained by the elves. The words on its surface changed and it was put into a collection. It was obtained by different people and kept exchanging hands until it flew above the clouds and came to the cosmos, where it landed on a gigantic claw. It came to the cosmos, where it landed on a claw. So this sounds to me like one of the things that that the gods are fighting from the cosmos. No, I'm just thinking DSV. From the cosmos somehow has some kind of grasp on the Grozel's travel. Is that like? That's what I'm getting, but like maybe I'm just reading this wrong. I mean, you are called Ankh, but doesn't mean you're 30. Why would me being Auntie make me 30? That's actually a very fair point. I apologize. Merlin, how's it going? Man, I really should move the alerts. I don't like them being down here. Let's move them up here for now. Thanks for popping by, Hope. I appreciate you, buddy. In the next mural, the book seemed to have nothing to do with the scenes in front. It appeared over the surface of the sea and stayed in a blurry ship. In the penultimate mural, it was taken away by a man wearing a top hat before he left that ship. The next mural was located to a gigantic pillar suspected to be Ankh-Valt's throne. It depicted that the book from before met a quill. 008! Leonard's voice shouted. Ankh-Valt wants to create a set with the book and quill. What will happen? When dealing with Inzong Will, the scene almost appeared, but ultimately it didn't because the book landed in my hands. Before I sacrificed it to Mr. Fool, Adam was already prepared against it and provided some help? Right. Previously, while inside Gorzel's travel, the moment the ascetic mentioned Adam, the frost dragon attacked the camp. It was because the book itself didn't allow him to finish the sentence. Or had Adam heard his thoughts, which became a connection for him to see and cast his gaze over, stirring over a reaction, Klein thought. During this process, he could only control himself to treat the fool as another existence. At the time he spoke, Audrey's thoughts appeared. The contents in this mural will become reality in the world? Aegon! Arthur! How y'all doing, guys? The mural is showing where the book has passed. What is this fucking blurry ship bullshit? And the last one is 008 meeting the book. What even Edwina ship? Oh, I see. What even happens if those two meet? So many questions. So many questions, so little time. So little time. What door? What door? Please tell me it's the door in the Grey Fog. The contents of the mural will become reality in the world. Be it Klein or Leonard, they couldn't help but repeat Audrey's words. Bug, how's it going, man? If the murals on the other side determined the history of the book, then it was only considered rather amazing. But the discovery on this side would be enough to shake everyone's heart. The pictures you depicted would show up on stage in the real world. This was the performance of a deity. It's not that exaggerated, right? Leonard thought. Wait. So the Claw is the one who gave Edwina the book. Oh. The Claw then could be the hidden sage? I don't think we know who... Do we know who she got it from? Maybe she mentioned something. I can't remember. Even if 008 can only affect a big city, making it difficult to exceed this range, a sequence 1 author of the spectator pathway should be similar. Edwina? Oh, sorry. I was thinking Cat Leia. Sorry, that's why I was fucking that up. Edwina, backing Edwina is the Church of Knowledge and Wisdom. Church of Knowledge and Wisdom would be Hedabergen. Okay. Hedabergen is a dragon, therefore him having claws would also kind of thematically fit. And the visionary's uniqueness has been confirmed to be in Adam's hands. Then what does the City of Miracles rely on to guarantee that the contents of this mural become reality? The divine power of Ankh-Vault from back then? Yeah, no, I get that, Arthur. I appreciate that, but yeah. When this book was formed, the contents of the murals had already been branded into the sea of collective subconscious, sinking right inside and spreading its infection in every direction, so as to drive generation after generation to accomplish it without realizing. That is such a mind fuck. Like, this motherfucker died, but the fact that he set this plan in motion before he did is like, it is now in motion. There is nothing we can do. And it's like that Napoleon music, and you're like, damn, cooked. Now 1,000 generations will slowly work towards the goal I envisioned. If this is true, the possibility of making another mural become reality would definitely be nil. As Ankh-Vault has already perished, there's no way to provide more power. But we can try. If the contents of the new murals happen in the world, then it means the City of Miracle really is Livsid, and it contains a huge secret. It also implies that matters regarding the spectator pathway go deeper than I had imagined. This is like the equivalent of like this is like the equivalent of like in Attack on Titan, when Grisha is getting, or like Aaron's dad is getting injected with the Titan. He's like, hey, remember, I don't know, and the guy tells him a name. He's like, and Grisha goes, who? And he goes, I don't know, not my memories. Like, Aaron at the end set up a whole fucking chain from behind him to kickstart Aaron so that everything would happen. Ankh-Vault way back here fucking died and set up this giant chain of events that's still happening thousands of years later. This guy's fucking nuts. It implies that the matters regarding the spectator pathway go deeper than I had imagined. Author? There's a name like that? Leonard couldn't help but mutter. Compared to how the Dragon of Imagination could be stretched to make an inference to the name Visionary, the potion name of Author was more eye-catching. Audrey, who had long known of the name, suddenly had another thought: uniqueness. Mr. World managed to link up and analyze so many things instantly. Amazing. Wait, did I praise him too directly? He heard it all. This halt is so hard to adapt to. No, Mr. World, I really am praising you. I mean it. As expected of a psychiatrist. She adjusted herself pretty quick, Klein thought. As expected, Mr. World isn't as cold as he looks. He's the type of person who inwardly mutters to himself. The same voice echoed around Leonard. Klein's Gehrman persona isn't bad. Almost everyone who knows him believes he's cold and crazy. Just as Leonard's thoughts were about to wander, a voice interrupted him. Shut up! Looking at how Gehrman was spread, he spread out his hands and held back his laughter and said, look, that isn't cold enough, right? Cold? Then I'll directly press the crucifix against your head. If you don't want your characteristic, I'll donate it to the people who need it. Without being able to use cogitation and control your thoughts, Klein instinctively retorted. Audrey looked at the world and the stars. Her heart skipped a beat. They have so much drama. I could only tell that it was the case for Mr. Star, but I failed to read what was underneath Mr. World's face. They're actually like kids on a fucking like a field trip, and they're like, no, I get to sit on the back seat. Listen, you said you would sit on the back seat coming to the museum, and you said I could have it on the way back. This is fucking bullshit. You try to take it on the way back, they're gonna have some fucking problems. You hear me? They're like, what the fuck? At crucial moments like this, Audrey forcibly manipulated her thoughts and began to recite names so as to stop her thoughts from wandering. Who are they? Leonard thought. They're the hounds and horses of my family. A hound costs 450 pounds. Klein suddenly recalled. Why is the first thing on Mr. World's mind the price? Audrey thought. Oh, Audrey. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, fuck. Oh, that was bad. Oh, she's like, bro, why did you immediately think of the price? Bro, do you know how expensive this is? You have the world's most expensive dog. No wonder it doesn't mean anything to you. Fuck. Isn't this normal? This fellow has always been a little picky about this, I remember, Leonard thought. Before he could finish his sentence, Klein coughed and said, we'll continue exploring the other areas. When you have time, we'll experiment with the murals. This hall is really complicated. The main point is that everyone's privacy is to be brought to the forefront if we aren't focused. Audrey and Leonard couldn't help but laugh out loud. Upon seeing that Mr. World clearly didn't want the situation to develop into chaos again, Audrey raised her head and looked up at the ceiling, and said the mural on the right side controls the book world and the left affects reality. What if you draw on the ceiling? Klein made a connection. Ankh-Vault's authority contains three aspects. An envisioned kingdom will descend upon the physical world, a declared future that will happen in the real world, and the imagined objects that will be conjured. The first corresponds to the right, and the second to the left. Could the blank spot on the ceiling be related to the third? As long as you draw an object you imagine on the ceiling, it will be conjured and become usable, Audrey thought. Then what if I were to draw a dragon of imagination? Leonard suggested. Klein glanced at him again. First of all, you would have to have seen Ankh-Vault without completely breaking down and losing control. Second, you would need to restore the main details of his body. Finally, you need to know how to draw. I might not know how to now, but that doesn't mean I can't, right? If I hire a home tutor to teach me, Leonard grumbled. And what does the main details refer to? His body structure? Or the symbols or labels depicting his godhood? I can draw, Audrey laughed. This was a basic skill for a noble lady. Yes, we can try it in the future when there's time, Klein nodded. Bro, can Klein envision a god-slaying sword? Can he make like the katana from like Devil May Cry? Like the Yamato? And they're like, oh. And it's like Adam comes down next time and Klein just like slices him in half. And you're like, Warida. You're like, bro, it's you were dead before you even stepped foot here. It's over. The symbols and labels from godhood. These contain plenty of what the fuck is going on here? These contain plenty of mixed knowledge. It can even let people learn from learn direct potion formulas and powers after having survived the impact. Then before the first blasphemy slate appeared, what would one obtain if they directly looked at a demigod or even an ancient god? There was no such thing as potions back then. Oh, this is actually a great question. I would assume you would probably get the knowledge they have. I don't think it's like looking inherently at their godhood gives you something special. I think looking at their godhood gives you like the knowledge they possess, some of it. And if they don't possess any knowledge of like formulas, they probably don't get any either, maybe? Is it only through a magic potion to advance one's mythical creature form step by step that the godhood aspect is able to contain this portion of knowledge? Or perhaps after the formulas appear, mythical creatures who used any method of advancement had the corresponding knowledge forged into them. If it's because of the two reasons I came up with, it means that the knowledge of godhood can change and it can increase. Do angels of the Marauder pathway have the ability to alter or delete them directly? Mr. World's considerations are so deep and profound. They involve such high-level stuff, Audrey thought. There's such a thing? I should ask the old man when I return, Leonard thought. Oh yeah, Leonard doesn't know about it. Klein knows that Amon can just fucking delete information from his pathway, which is nutsy shit. Alright, see ya, Luvian. I appreciate you popping by, man. He knows so much. It's not entirely a pretense when he acts as Gehrman. Thank you for your praise. Now stop, Klein said. as he cast his gaze to Ankh-Valt's throne. They were in their spirit body forms. Although they were unable to fly due to the restriction of the main hall, their top speed was still pretty decent. It was only then that Klein realized that the pillar that looked like Ankh-Valt's throne had a dark tunnel. I can't see anything. If only there was light, a thought flashed through Audrey's mind. Then a pure soft light shone out. Without needing to enter, Klein, Leonard, and Audrey saw a pair of bronze doors at the deep end of the tunnel. You have to go, right? You know this, right? There were countless, indescribable symbols covering the door, like countless chains that extended behind them, as though they were sealing something. In the City of Miracles, in the residence of Ankh-Valt, there was apparently a sealed door behind his throne. What do you guys think it contains? Do you think Ankh-Valt is alive and he's just like sitting on a hoard of gold? At the same time, the three of them looked towards the bronze door. Following that, they heard the loud thumping of hearts, their own heartbeats. Yet, they were in their spirit body states. They didn't have a heart. They're so scared that they're imagining their heartbeats getting louder, and then the hall is making that real. After that, the bronze green color of the unshadowed crucifix slowly peeled off, revealing a corporeal body formed from pure light. As for Klein, Audrey, and Leonard, they felt a baffling sense of coldness. It was as if every cell had their own sentience and wanted to form another self. In their illusory vision, in the darkness behind the bronze door, an eye opened. Its pupil was dark, filled with ghostly blue cracks. One after another, the eyes, similar-looking eyes opened up too, densely packed together, wearing a cold gaze, staring at them. Klein and the others heard a silent calling. It was extremely attractive. Without any hesitation, Klein enveloped Audrey and Leonard and ended the summoning and returned above the grey fog. What are these eyes? These seem like something from the cosmos to me. Because because the phrase was a silent calling. And yesterday we heard the rules that the Abraham family figured out from traveling the cosmos, and the first one was like, do not respond to any calls. And I would think this would be like a calling, like an attractive shout, silent calling. It'd be like from the cosmos. And I think it was one second. Nightwalker. Brother, I have fucking ad set to automatic. I don't schedule them. Fuck that. I'm sorry you guys are getting a lot, but like in fairness, I've been live for like an hour. So like, if you're saying this is the fourth ad, you're getting one every 15 minutes. Let's be fair. As he returned to the world above the grey fog, Klein felt the coldness in his body dissipate. A moment later, the bronze table appeared in front of him, and he saw Miss Justice and Leonard's spirit body gradually become clearer. "How are you feeling now?" Klein asked. "We want less ads, only Lord of the Mysteries?" "Yeah, no worries, we can do that. I just need 300 members. And then I will just turn off the ads from the live streams. I got no issues with that, bro. No problem at all." Sorry. Okay. It was obvious that Audrey and Leonard also had a similar no, wait, what the fuck? Where am I? He used Gehrman's usual tone, but immediately recalled how his inner grumblings and thoughts He was no longer able to maintain his image in front of Miss Justice. It's all Leonard's fault, goddammit. As per the doctor's advice, not only did I not wear a thick mask this time, but I even removed the thin kind, goddammit. Let there be ads. He still hadn't gotten rid of the fear of his thoughts being spoken out loud. Thankfully, this was the grey fog. It was obvious that Audrey and Leonard had similar trauma due to their PTSD. One of them suddenly pursed their lips while the other sat up straight. I feel like I was being purified. I had the illusion that I would dissociate into a second personality. No, not a personality, like a consciousness that didn't belong to me, awakening inside me, and now it's gone. Praise Mr. Fool, Audrey thought. I can accept such gratitude. That was a dangerous thought. Thankfully, Miss Justice and Leonard's thoughts didn't steer to the Fool while in the Hall of Truth. Otherwise, I definitely wouldn't have been able to resist the urge to reply, and that'd be the end of me. My sense of shame would make me lose control on the spot. Praise be to Mr. Fool, Klein replied. Praise be to Mr. Fool, Leonard hesitantly echoed. There's nothing wrong with me, too. I feel like something was calling me from behind the bronze door. What about you? I felt the same, Klein answered. Me too. It wasn't an illusion. I did an analysis on my own mind, Audrey replied. What could it be? Leonard asked. It actually needed an ancient god to seal it behind his throne. Oh, maybe this is like one of the things from the cosmos, but Ankh-Vault, being kind of goaded and woaded, was able to subdue it and put it in his vault. And now Ankh-Vault looks even scarier, because, like, imagine... So, like, for someone to go fight Ankh-Vault on his turf, not only does he have to fight Ankh-Vault on his home territory, he has to be worried about that fucking guy in the vault back there, you know? That's kind of cooked. We can try analyzing it, Audrey looked at the world. She had a deep impression of the gentleman's ability to gather information and make analysis. Klein thought for a moment and said there are only three possibilities. 1. It's a powerful creature from the second epoch. It's at least close to sequence 0. Ankh-Vault had sealed it behind his throne and beneath Livsid. But I don't think that's likely, because that ancient god definitely had his reasons for creating this book world and stuffing Livsid into it. It's unlikely he would place such an unpredictable element here for so long. We all know that we have to eliminate possible accidents. What's more, an ancient god, Audrey nodded. Mr. Loki! Long time no see, how you doing? At that moment, Leonard chuckled. Perhaps Ankh-Vault had seen certain scenes of a distant future and believes that the sealed item would help him. That's why I said it's not impossible, but it's highly improbable. The second possibility is that the sealed item is the key to Ankh-Vault's ploy. Once this book and 008 meet, the seal will be released and the item returned to the real world. I believe this has the highest possibility. Then what could it be? Mr. Fool once said that after Adam got 008... I'm sorry about the ads, guys. I promise I'm not controlling them. Hold on. Let me just show you guys what my fucking thing looks like, okay? What my okay. I unfortunately can't set them like that, Nightwalker. Well, I mean maybe I can. I have it on mid-roll ads, automatic. I don't touch it. And frequency low. Like, I can't make it lower, okay? I'm not just bullshitting you. I literally just, like... My fucking revenue from the streams is, like, 0 anyway. Like, what the fuck does it even... YouTube hate. What do you mean just do it? What does just do it mean? Are you a YouTube, or sorry, are you a fucking Nike ambassador? What the fuck? What are you asking me? Mr. Fool once said that after Adam got 008, he would be even closer to being divine. The times have changed. Does this mean that Adam has gathered all the ingredients for visionary and is just short of the ritual? I'm not sure. I'll pray to Mr. Fool and see if I can get a better answer, Klein replied. Unfortunately, the old man is an angel from the fourth epoch and doesn't know much about the second, and he is unfamiliar with but he isn't unfamiliar with Adam. Leonard also said, I'll try too. He wanted to say that he would try investigating, but upon recalling that the two knew his secret, he said, I'll try asking the old man. Sorry to trouble you, Audrey thanked him. And by YouTube, remove the ads. Yeah, for that, I just need... carry the 4. 18 billion subs. Yeah, that's it. Sorry to trouble you, Audrey thanked him. From her point of view, it was a matter regarding the spectator pathway. This person most concerned about this was undoubtedly herself. The third possibility is that there's some kind of object or monster sealed inside the book world, she said. Easy, just ask Mr. Beast. Oh, yeah. Even he doesn't have those kinds of numbers, bro. Asking Mr. Beast to buy YouTube would be like... It's like the equivalent of like... If someone said like, hey, how strong would I have to be for me to sit in a chair and then pick up the chair while I'm sitting in it? It's like, bro, it has nothing to do with strength. It's like the physics make that impossible. I don't care how fucking strong your biceps are. How much money do I get from YouTube to be able to buy YouTube? Is like... And the clothes ads are fine. Okay. Yes, it might be closely related to the book world, and destroying it might cause the book world to collapse. Therefore, Ankh-Wald sealed it. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. So could this be like another one of Ankh-Wald's lieutenants, maybe? That Ankh-Wald, that tried to betray Ankh-Wald, and Ankh-Wald said, nah, motherfucker, I'm putting you in a dungeon. I have an idea regarding this possibility, Audrey said. I'm considering it from a psychological perspective. Since that book world was created by Ankh-Wald, envisioning it, the collective sea of subconscious there would definitely be formed as a result of him. It would have his psyche, emotions, and feelings branded into it. Nightwalker, you probably... Do you... Okay, Adam, good answer. Okay, I was just gonna say, like, hey, I'll message it in the Discord. But never mind. Since that book world was created by Ankh-Wald envisioning it, this collective sea of subconscious would definitely be formed as a result of him. It would have his psyche, emotions, and feelings. Perhaps Livsid seals the most terrifying part of these things, the trauma or fears of Ankh-Wald. Some terrifying matters of his consciousness might be projected onto this brand. As long as he cannot defeat them, it hasn't been dealt with in the real world. As long as he cannot defeat them, and it hasn't been dealt with in the real world, the book world sea of collective subconscious cannot be destroyed and only sealed. If it's ignored, it will slowly contaminate the sea of collective subconscious and make the developments of history deviate from its path. Godzilla, no worries, man. I appreciate you popping by. Have a good night, buddy. Leonard was more focused than when he attended Red Glove meetings. As an ancient god that ruled the sky and the mind, what could have left an irremovable trauma from him? Oh, this is okay. This would also line up with like one of the beings of the cosmos that the gods are fighting, because like Ankh-Vault, a fucking super god, is like shitting his pants over it. I don't know if it's just a psychological analysis, since it's sealed under the throne at the bottom of the this live Sid and is reached by a tunnel. It means the source of the trauma and fear comes from underground. Therefore, Ankh-Vault sealed it. No, he isolated it. Otherwise, why wouldn't it be beside the throne, in the depths of the hall, in a specially created jail? According to the information provided by the Sanguine, they found an ancient castle of unknown age. At the bottom of the castle was a bronze door that seemed to seal something terrifying. Once they approached the door or stayed in its vicinity for too long, they would be corrupted, dying a tragic death. That would be the abyss, okay? What do you mean, super god? So, Adam, super god is a theory I've had for fucking forever. I don't even know how long ago I had this theory. But basically, it said there's something above sequence 0. Sequence 0 are gods, so I don't know what to call a thing above gods, so I've just been calling them super gods. According to the information provided by the Sanguine, they found an ancient castle. Nope, already read that. It was an ancient castle that was built to defend against something unknown. From volume 2? Yeah, that sounds about right. It was originally guarded by humans from an unknown era, and after the Sanguine discovered it, no one dared to enter. Back then, guesses on who could have been a super god? I feel like the eight old ancient gods were probably super gods, I think. Probably feels fair. On the way to the ruins of the Battlefield of Gods on Catlea's future, he met a so-called deep-sea well. At that time, the future sailor, Nina, had dived to the bottom of the sea and did some investigation. She said that it wasn't a giant well. Back to reading Easy's on Your Tales? Yes, ma'am. It was deep and dark, impossible for a human child to enter. The bottom couldn't be seen, and there were strange honeycomb signs of corrosion along the inner wall. In a sense, this was also a tunnel that goes underground. Do you remember the matter Miss Magician mentioned before? Under an abandoned castle in Delaire Forest, there was a pair of doors that sealed a corruptive force? Ah, right, Audrey recalled. Could it be that the early days of the Second Epoch, in that ancient era, the supernatural beings had some common, terrifying enemy that came from the underground? Maybe. It also might be like the many predictions of the apocalypse, which state that the danger comes from the cosmos. Yeah, Audrey and Leonard didn't know much about this. Let's end it here for today and have a preliminary. After we have a preliminary understanding of the situation, we will try to experiment on the murals. Also, try to keep this a secret. Oh, and after you return, pray to Mr. Fool and request that he be the witness to your vows not to divulge each other's secrets. Klein shot a glance at everyone. I'll use hypnosis here to forget certain matters, to prevent myself from remembering it when I return, Audrey added. The answer to questions. Which questions? I want answers! Give me that fucking answers! God, I have so many questions. No answers. Even 1,000 chapters in, this fucking piece of shit will not answer me any questions. It just keeps giving me more questions that I have to fucking bullshit my answers to. God. This is fucking unreasonable. Sorry, I was just moving the background around. Okay. After Audrey and Leonard, at least you understand why we were saying the world needs justice in Volume 1? True. After Audrey and Leonard left the grey fog, Klein didn't immediately return. He sat at the chair belonging to the world. Then he beckoned for an item. It was a heart the size of a child, a manipulator's characteristic. And people are angry if they don't. Bro, I'm so mad. 1,000 chapter, almost 1,100 chapters in. What's the Grey Fog? I don't know. How did Klein get to this world? I don't know. Who gave Klein the Grey Fog? I don't know. Like, what? So, like, okay, you've been reading for a while. Like, what do you know? I know I am profoundly confused. Fuck me, dude. Holding the Beyonder characteristic, Klein stood up and walked out of the palace. He entered the depths of the Grey Fog and entered the staircase of light. Oh, shit. Walking along the stairs, he walked up to the grayish-white clouds and stood in front of the strange door of light and the cocoons. Okay, quick question. Like, one of these cocoons, if Klein was to just fucking punch him really hard, does the person inside the cocoon just wake up and can he have a conversation? Like, hey, homie, where are you from? How long? What year did you get? You know, like, can we... It's like playing a... Yeah, exactly, Kami. It's like the equivalent of, like, if you play, like... I've never played League of Legends, but, like, it's like when someone plays League of Legends for, like, 12 hours a day, and you're like, hey, so, like, what rank are you? And they're like, gold. And you're like, wait, hold on. You play for, like, 80 hours a week, and you're fucking gold? And they're like, no, dude, you don't understand, okay? It's like really, really competitive. And you're like, fuck you. He wanted to see if there were any subconscious thoughts of the people in the cocoon. He wanted to see if they had to put together a miniature sea of collective subconscious. If that happened, he planned on using Havin Rambus's Beyonder characteristic to enter the consciousness to check on the psyche branding, to figure out what the people people hanging above the door of light had experienced before their transmigration. It was the inspiration that the expedition gave him. Of course, the Beyond... all my homies are bronze. True. Well, you see, you have to be bronze so that, like, that one game out every month or so, you could feel like you're sandbagging, you know? Like that one game where, like, you for some reason just lock in and you're just going like 80-1. And everyone's like, bro, this motherfucker's a smurf. And you're like, oh, yes, I am. All those years pay off. And then you go triple negative the next game. Of course, this was the characteristic left behind by Havin Rambus, and might not be able to help Klein do exactly what he wanted. It was because it hadn't been made into an item, so it was hard to use. In that instant, the grayish-white wrinkled heart in Klein's hand began to beat slowly. Klein then heard the synchronized heartbeats among the cocoons. This meant that the people inside were still alive, and were only in a state of slumber. In Klein's vision, their figures gradually evolved into several blurry islands between them, representing their consciousness. But these islands were also trapped in the cocoon, separating them from the prying eyes. Similarly, they were unable to create a collective consciousness. Unless the cocoon is destroyed, there's no way to bypass them. After a few seconds, Klein deeply exhaled and turned around to leave. Fuck, even after... Bro, you see, this is what I mean! Even... fucking all this and just no answers. Like, I was like, oh my god, Klein's so fucking five-head. He's gonna see the collective sea of subconscious, try to piece together some memories they may have, and they're like, no. I've seen the exact clip you're referring to, DSV, but I'm so happy to watch it on stream because this one's fucking hilarious. I've seen this exact meme.
It's not funny. It's not that funny.
You've been playing League of Legends every night and you're still only silver?
Yeah, okay, listen. You don't understand how the game works.
You fucking suck!
Right.
Based dad, actually, though. But yeah, I like unironically feel like I'm hard stuck fucking silver, cause like 5 months of reading this fucking piece of shit, and I still can't like coherently talk about it to anyone, because I'm like, the gray fog, Klein special, he, like, bro, I feel like a fucking idiot. I can't talk about shit. Yeah, it's like it's a isekai kind of, not really. There's like a good power scaling. Is it good? No, I don't. It's complicated. Like, okay, complex is good, but like is it good? I'll let you know. What the fuck? What is this piece of shit? In the Empress Borough, the opulent villa of Earl Hall. The only thing that brings me back is the opulent villa of Earl Hall. If they ever took this out, I'm not reading this piece of shit book anymore. If Audrey's house ever blows up, it's done. Me and my mates were stuck Gold Nova for Counter-Strike for so long, and we went up to Eagle so fast as man. Ah, yeah. With a silver blanket over her, Audrey, who was sleeping soundly with her eyes closed, opened her eyes. She then sat up and moved to the side of the bed, and prayed to Mr. Fool, allowing him to witness her vow. After she was done with this matter, she pulled up a pillow and placed it over her waist, reminiscing over the experience. The ancient times were so interesting. Mr. Starr's performance is similar to the usual observation of him. He's carefree and casual. Although his thoughts easily wander, there are so many matters he shows experience and acuity, and he's pretty reliable. Mr. World is indeed a kind, gentle person. He doesn't seem to wear much of an expression, but he's secretly inwardly muttering to him all the time. People call him crazy, who doesn't care about anything, but that one that directly draws his gun to shoot. Well, at the last moment, I thought he would attempt to approach the bronze door, but he fled. He broke away so decisively. The facts have proven that in the mysterious world, unless one is willing to lose all sense of rationality, there will not be any Beyonder who will really do crazy things. One must be cautious and careful. So, okay. So now that I think that it's a divine kingdom, let's work with this logic for a second, okay? Let's just we have like a chapter and a half to go, but like let's work on this for a second. So let's assume the gray fog is the ancient or is the divine kingdom of the old fool. Okay, the person who was previously the fool, the sequence 0 of the seer pathway, before Klein and whoever was in this gray fog. Because again, Palazuras keeps talking about him, so I'm gonna assume that this person was previously the old owner of the gray fog, and I would then assume that a divine kingdom is kind of like okay, I'm gonna use like a power from Solo Leveling, because it's like the thing that immediately pops up to me is so in Solo Leveling, one of the powers that Sung Jin-woo eventually gets is Monarch's Domain. I'm gonna remove Monarch, but we'll do God's Domain. We'll change the name to God's Domain, okay? what a monarch's domain does in solo leveling is that it enhances the power that whatever like a certain monarch has, like whatever their powers are, they're enhanced within a certain radius around the monarch. So in this case, it seems like the kind of offset to that would be like the Divine Kingdom, which is like a physical place, would enhance all of the powers of the pathway of the god. So like the seer pathway's powers seem to be regarding divination and fortune telling and subversion and all this stuff and manipulation, right? And that's why the gray fog allows him to remove himself from interference from like other people when he's doing like divination, because it allows like whatever his stat is for divination to get like a plus 50. It's just a stat, like it's just a plus 50 to his divination stat. Plus 50 divi based. Or like a Bankai, not really, because a Bankai can be kind of, because a Bankai can, well, because a Bankai isn't like a official state, right? Yeah, that's not a boost. It's like a temporary power that you can use, but it's not like the domain is or the Divine Kingdom is the Divine Kingdom. It just stays there. That's not a boost. It goes around divination. Yeah, but that's basically like... Yeah, but like basically what it's doing is it's supercharging his divinations, right, Adam? It's saying like, let's say Klein basically in the real world has like a level 5 divination. But his opponent that he's trying to divine about has a level 10 shield or like interference. So this can get through the first layer, but it fails to get through the second, and it fails. But what the gray fog, when Klein's above the gray fog, instead of it being a level 5, it's like level 50. So that's why another divine level item can block it out. Like the Quill, for example, was like trading blows with the gray fog, so to speak. But like a regular basic bitch like person or like even a demigod may have like 3 or 4 levels of defense, but eventually like one of these will get through and the divination will work. Bankai mythical creature form, that's actually a much better 1-to-1 face sec. That's actually much better, yes. Okay. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, let's keep going. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling. I don't know. Well, Adam, he probably wouldn't need it for divination, but he would need it for like other stuff. For like, let's say, like if basically like a Divine Kingdom seems to me like home court advantage. It's basically like, hey, like as long as I'm sitting here, some motherfucker's gotta have like overwhelming force to kill me in my place, you know? Like in my Divine Kingdom, I've got the home court advantage. So like if someone comes to kill me here, well, for the Fool, their like manipulation abilities or like their subversion abilities and their illusions would be way more enhanced. So like if a sequence 0, the Fool, was sitting in the Divine Kingdom of the Grey Fog, assuming that's real, and assuming the Grey Fog is a Divine Kingdom is what I mean by real, and like let's say Sonya Theron popped up to try to like fight him or something because like Sonya Theron's out of his fucking mind, Klein would be like, or sorry, the Fool the Fool normally outside the Divine Kingdom may not be able to use illusions that work on Sonya Theron because he's able to see through them because he's also a god. But in the Grey Fog, it's enhanced to a level where even Sonya Theron can't see through them. And so Klein is like, bitch, unless there's like 3 gods behind you, you're kind of cooked if you're fighting me here. Run with your tail between your legs sort of thing, you know? Seven Pinster Street. Leonard returned home. Old man, I have something to ask you. You have to remember this. The more you ask, the more I can guess what you did tonight. It's not like it's something that needs to be kept a secret. Old man, what do you know about Amon's brother? What do you want to know? After Amon's brother got 008, he is only short of the ritual to become a god? Probably. Actually, the reason for divination being enhanced is already mentioned. It's because the Grey Fog is above the spirit world and divinations come from the spirit world. Okay, fine. Then we can say the divination part is maybe true because of that. And then, like, the rest of it, I think the logic on it, whether it's correct or not, I don't know. But it's like, it seems like it's like coherently put together. Again, I don't care about the end. I don't care about the end result of my theories. That's not what my theories are. Not intended for me to get shit right. If it occasionally happens, it's kind of based in fun. But like, that's not what they're intended to do. What they're intended to do is to use like good rationale based on the data points they do have to sort of plot out like future trees that could theoretically work. I remember you mentioning it once. In the early stages of the Solomon Empire, two kings of angels, Medici and Ouroboros, were afraid of Amon and his brother. This means that they were already close to being divine? I've only said the first half of the sentence. I didn't tell you that Amon and Adam were close to being divine. There are too many possibilities as to why Ouroboros and Medici are afraid. It's not just because he is close to being divine. It's not enough to make a conclusion based on that. Them being close to divine is one of the possibilities. Adam and Amon wield unique authorities, and with them being hard to deal with is another. For instance, you will have no idea that Adam is sitting right beside you. You have no idea what you're doing was arranged by him. Nor will you know that you're walking into his trap by your own volition. I'm referring to you, not me, of course. I also have to be wary of such things. Letting down my guard might result in terrible consequences. As for Amon, he has many different ideas and has a do-it spirit. God, what a good employee. Making it hard for people to guess his motives and be on guard against him. He's also very good at deceit. There's always some conspiracy behind him. In that era, apart from the true deities, there was no one who wasn't afraid of him. Even true deities had to be wary of him. Otherwise, they might have certain authorities stolen by him at some point in time. Bro, this man's actually just straight up fucking Loki. Like, like in Norse mythology, basically all fucking Norse mythology stories start with, so Loki was bored one day, and it's like, and he gets up to some random bullshit, and it's like Loki wasn't very strong as a god. It was just that he was so cunning and he was so like clever, and he knew how to use his words so cleverly. It was like, that's Amon. He's like not as strong as gods, but he's like, oh look, hey, EBS, have you seen what's happening in that direction? It's kind of nuts. And EBS is like, what's happening? And he like steals the sun from behind him. He's like, Loki. I don't think there's any secrets below the level of old man. What do you think the spectator pathways? Do you think the spectator pathway is hiding any secrets? I don't think there are any secrets below the level of angel. I'm not sure anything above. I heard from Medici that high-level beyonders of the spectator pathway are the hardest to go crazy, but it's also the easiest to lose control. Wait, what? What? I heard from Medici that the high-level beyonders of the spectator pathway are the hardest to lose control or go crazy, but it's also the easiest to lose control and go crazy. Is he being autistic? What the fuck does this mean? Sorry, you guys are re-seeing double chat over here. I apologize. Why? Leonard asked in surprise. I have some guesses, but I lack the necessary evidence and logic behind them. I don't want to tell you for the time being. You actually don't have any ideas or theories, right? Leonard grumbled. Don't try your little tricks on me, boy. Old man, I went to a real dream this time. There were quite a lot of psyche remnants of people from the past behind it. Do you know of a Viscount named Mobet? Zoro asked. I'm just going to add this about the spectator pathway in my notes. I doubt I should need it, but I'll add it anyway. By the way, how's everyone doing this fine Thursday night or Friday morning for most of you, I think? Mobet. He's a direct descendant of mine. He vanished after a large-scale war, and I thought he'd been killed by Amon or Jacob, causing me to fail to divine his murderer. But it looks like things weren't so simple. Poor Pallas. All of his descendants were Ammonized. Finished work 2 hours ago? I finished work like 4 hours ago. 7 a.m. Extremely sleep deprived. Everything else is good. Fair enough. Nagato, how's it going, man? How you doing? Indeed, Leonard replied. Then he briefly gave the gist of things. He's been dead for a while, leaving some of his psyche behind. In that real dream, he married a songster of the elves. Oh, that's pretty good. Leonard originally wanted to mention that Mobet also addressed Pallas as an old man, but he just couldn't bring himself to. After witnessing Leonard and Audrey's vow, Klein returned to the real world. Just existing, got a headache from sleeping recently somehow? That's a new one. Interesting. He tidied up. I just have to get through one more day at work. Weird thing is, I say that, but like, I don't even mind work recently, because like, the branch I'm in right now is so fucking fun. Because like, it's a quieter branch, but it's like, have you ever been at work and it's like a perfect quiet day? Like if a day is really quiet, you want to kill yourself because you can't, because like you're just hard stuck doing nothing and you just want to kill yourself. But then if it's also a busy day, you also want to kill yourself because you're like ripping your hair out because you have so much shit to do. But then there's like it's a quiet day, but it's like just enough. It's like just enough that like you can help a client for like 10 minutes and then scroll your phone for like 20 minutes, be chill, have a fun time. Then the client comes in, you help them really quickly, you talk, you have a good time, you send them off, you're like on your phone a little bit, you're chilling, you go talk to some like you're having a great fucking time. Like, oh, I feel like I have those days at this branch because it's a quieter branch, and I'm like, oh, I love this. I can just stay here. Klein tidied up the altar in his room, took out a pen and paper, and brought out Eridas. Exalted, benevolent, great master, your puny, loyal, humble servant Eridas is here to answer your summoning. Have you any orders for me? Some questions. Eridas, there's an abandoned castle in Delaire Forest, and the depths of it is a bronze door. It seems to be sealing some kind of power from the underground. Do you know what it is? The moment he finished, the light on the mirror's surface dimmed and turned pitch black. In the blackness, white liquefied words appeared. I came from the underground. The plot thickens! Wait, Dr. Z, when you say no, never, what are you referring to? Leonard is adopted, but he doesn't know. Looking at the ghastly white words that appeared on the mirror, Klein immediately wanted to switch places with his marionette. In the room where his valet was, Inuni was lying there. He opened his eyes. His stomach began to expand and contract as though he had a second heart. At the same time, the scene of Eridas answering flashed through Klein's mind. The perfect quiet day at work. Like you've never had it or you don't enjoy them. The large amount of black sticky liquid spewed out from the underground hole, writhing and expanding. An uneven number of hands and legs that turned into numerous monsters grew out. During this process, a speck of light was shot out with the black liquid before it landed on a rock, to which it rapidly fused together, turning into a mirror. Eridas is a mirror with ancient patterns and black gems adorning it. Eridas' main form. I have no idea how it should look like. Oh, I see. Okay. It really came from the underground. The underground is the same as the underground, sealed by the bronze door. I didn't make the connection before. There are too many things that involve things from the underground. Most of them have special meaning, like coal. A few days ago, I didn't think that there'd be anything overly special with the underground. What's the exact situation? Klein asked. Wait, yes I do? Okay. Walk us through. I missed the Hall of the Truth stream. What's your thoughts on it? I think it was cool. It gave me an idea, Nagito. I now am beginning to think that the Grey Fog is the divine kingdom of the ancient fool, or the previous fool, or the old fool. The person that Pala Zoroaster refers to all the time. I think the Grey Fog is his divine kingdom. The words then changed. Great Master, I'm not sure what happened. I only came to the surface and became a mirror before I gained sentience. I don't remember anything before. Oh, there is something related to it. Do you want to hear it? Speak. Didn't I say it before? I see support and dominance from you, and other than that special calling, I have similar feelings towards the underground. It makes me feel warm and makes me want to return to submit myself. This may be why I became your servant. The things from underground give people the same feeling as the Grey Fog? They all involve support and dominance. So the great ruler above the spirit world and whatever is coming from the underground gives off the same kind of vibe. That's... I don't know what to make. Yeah, I'm writing it down. Good Lord. Interesting. Huh. What? The thing that the ancient gods are afraid of come from underground? What? Eridas also comes from underground? I also come from underground? This is so funny and scary. No. It might not be funny. The original owner of the Grey Fog, the creator of the strange Door of Light, the existence that pulled the transmigrators over, might be related to the underground. No matter what, there are new clues and directions for the investigation into the Grey Fog and transmigration. What do the churches and the secret organizations know about the underground objects that require sealing? It's almost unheard of. It seems to be concealed by some kind of power. However, there are legends that exist within a group of organizations. According to the legends, the underground is described as the lair of devils and evil spirits, the source of humanity's decadence, and the primordial sins and evil. That's most certainly how you don't spell it. That's most certainly not how you spell it, but I just wanted to say that. That is the extent of what I remember from French class. It is how you spell it, but you forgot the letter at the... Oh, is it? Oh! Oh my god, that's based. You need a demon S for that? Says who, bro? What, you've never just slept? Okay, no, I'm not saying that. The first one is wrong. The objects that need to be sealed has a high chance of nothing to do with devils or spirits. Legends are similar to the mysterious symbols. Don't look at what it said, but peel off what it symbolizes. This symbolizes the fear of the underground, the body, from the body to the spirit, from one's consciousness to one's feelings. It's your turn to ask. Your loyal servant Eridas has a small suggestion. Do you wish to hear it? Speak. Before you begin to return to being divine, try not to investigate anything related to the sealed underground. As expected. Next question. How did you confirm that Grizel's travel appeared after the disappearance of the City of Miracles, Livsid? It's a revelation, information obtained from the spirit world, since it originated from the dragon's subsidiary god, the Dragon of Wisdom. Your loyal servant believes that it can be confirmed. I do not understand a single thing being said here. Oh, so I don't exactly know what they're talking about in chat either. My French, all my fucking French is gone. I don't remember shit anymore. I just, what I put in chat, so I said, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? That translates to, would you like to sleep with me? Because that's legit all I remember from French class. And then you don't need to worry about anything else that they're talking about. Listen, in France, that's like all the words you need to know, okay? That'll get you through. Why is that the one thing? Did he use that phrase the most? Yeah, because we used to joke about it in class all the time. No, like we didn't. But like you can make it to, but you can like make it, right? Like, would you like to? Like, voulez-vous is like, okay, like, okay, no problem. And then like sleep is like, the word coucher is technically just the word for sleep. It's not the word, I don't know what the word for is, but like sleep gets the same point across. And then avec moi just means with me, and it's like you use that for tons of sentences. So like you can figure it out together. So like in French class we used to fucking joke about that all the time. So I just remember it. It's a revelation and information obtained from the spirit world, since it originated from the dragon's subsidiary god, the Dragon of Wisdom. Your loyal, humble servant believes it can be confirmed. Is there a problem with that? Sleep, but you can also use it to... Oh, really? Oh, okay, interesting. I didn't know that. I figured there would be a separate word for it, but I didn't... Cool. Okay. Klein instantly thought of how Hera Bergen would have entered the book world and approached the bronze door behind the ancient god's throne, likely having some knowledge of what of what was sealed. Furthermore, Klein believed that the ancient dragon had a deep layer of secrets in Grizel's travels. He could vaguely grasp it, but he couldn't tell what it was. No, Klein answered Erides's question. Then why didn't you mention the Dragon of Wisdom's true name? It's because I do not directly give the name of a god. It's your turn. Oh, okay, so that basically just confirms that Hera Bergen is the god of knowledge and wisdom. Forget the French, read what I said about Eridas. Oh, I see. I don't know if you remember, but the way Eridas dissuaded Klein from asking about the underground before, when Klein was asked about corruption from the castle, Eridas gave short answers and... Oh, I see. Okay, he's saying like, hey, bro, you like don't want to look into this before you become a god. It's your turn. Great Master, do you have any more questions? No, that's all for today. I'll summon you again if I have something else. Yes, Master. Your loyal, strong servant Eridas waits for your call. There's always something new. Klein then stood in the darkness, bathed in the crimson moonlight shining in from the curtains. The next morning, Monday, Klein woke up 15 minutes earlier than usual and led Inuni to the first floor and said to Walter, I had a nightmare last night. I want to visit the cathedral before breakfast. Although Walter was surprised, it wasn't too strange. After all, as long as the cathedral doors were open, people could come in. He quickly arranged for a carriage and sent Dwayne all the way to the door. When Klein arrived at the cathedral, the door wasn't open yet. He waited until 8 before entering the main hall. He found a seat in the first few pews and sat facing the dark sacred emblem, his eyes closed. The goddess, the Evernight goddess who stands higher than the cosmos and more eternal than eternity. You are also the Lady of Crimson, the Mother of Concealment, the Empress of Misfortune and Horror, the Mistress of Repose and Silence. After he finished reciting the name, he changed to his normal lone language and said, There's an ancient castle in the middle of Delaire Forest. There's an ancient bronze door deep within, sealing a corruptive, powerful force. How do I eliminate the latent problem? This wasn't a test of a deity, but an open report. As for what the reaction of the church would be, and what they would see through the operation, that was a whole other matter. Wait, the church would be able to hear this? Why the fuck would the church hear it? This is meant for the goddess. After repeating it 7 times, he seriously began to pray. Time passed. Klein then stood up and walked out of the cathedral with Inuni. During this process, he didn't get any revelation, nor did he see the Evernight cloister Ariana. The feedback itself meant something. This meant that he wasn't qualified to know. Oh, Evernight will let them know, I see. Evernight left this motherfucker undelivered. Evernight did to him what Easy did to me. This is crazy. Am I still annoyed by it? Kind of. Shut up. Eastborough, in the 2-bedroom apartment, Forrest pulled up a blanket and covered her head. She abhorred the curtains here because they were too thin and allowed the morning sun in. I had to change it. No, you have to move again. In a flash, her blanket disappeared and a letter landed on her. Your letter from Prince Harbor. Teacher replied. Forrest sat up and opened the letter. I have to go. My teacher has already reached Backland. This letter should have arrived 2 days ago. This letter has an address and a date. The postman over here isn't that responsible. Will you be late? When will you and Easy talk? Well, now it's scheduled for Saturday, but if this motherfucker reschedules it... No, I'm just kidding. It's all good. No, it should be Saturday. If for whatever reason Saturday doesn't work, I don't know. We're going to have to figure something out because I have a thing on... I have another fucking... Fuck, I have another thing on Sunday, so I probably won't be able to talk Sunday. Yeah. When Saturday? I don't know, Luvian. I will let you know. It seems like it would be more likely to be a morning stream, just because generally I find that's when more people are able to pop in, especially on the weekend. It's just nicer. But I'll as soon as I hear from Easy, I'll let you know. Okay. Saturday morning my time, so that looks like Saturday night-ish your time. Yes, I think. Fortunately, teacher said that he would wait 3 days for me. Forrest got out of bed and started changing her clothes. She had a feeling that she'd be able to understand the Abraham family more and get the potion formula for Traveler and some ingredients. Let's go! God is good, baby. All right. All right. We got through stream we got through stream at like a good pace. 6 chapters in an hour 50. Thunder, you came in at like the you came in right at the tail end, man. All right. Yeah. So there's is there artwork, Lugan? Are you asking or telling? Oh, you're telling. I apologize. Oh yes, there is some artwork. Oh, this is so cute. Yeah. So there'll be another stream tomorrow, same time, and then hopefully Izzy and I will talk Saturday morning my time, which should look like Saturday afternoon, night for most of you guys. When exactly I've messaged Izzy, I'll let you guys know as soon as I hear something. How is your night streams 1 hour later? How about your... Okay. Dr. Z, I'm... the reason I do 8 o'clock my time is that way I can do like 2 hour streams, 3 hour streams if some like really cool stuff is happening, and go to sleep at like a decent hour. Whereas like if I do it an hour later, a 2 hour stream would finish at 11, a 3 hour one at midnight, which isn't inherently bad. But the problem is after a stream, I can't sleep for like an hour and a half just because I have lights as bright as the fucking sun blaring into my eyes for 3 hours straight. And then my fucking, I can't remember, whatever the fucking hormone is called that floods in when it's nighttime is like fucking cooked because it's like I'm getting hit with like 14 suns worth of light. So like my shit is like, oh, it's bright fucking day. It's time to do some work. So like it takes 2 hours for me to fall asleep. Melatonin, thank you. So my shit is fucking horribly cooked. So if I delay it any further, I might as well just not sleep at that point. Garman's disguise isn't that bad. Almost everyone who knows him believes that he's cold and crazy. As expected, Mr. Wold isn't as crazy as he looks. Shut up! I love how Audrey looks so like mischievous here. Like this is so well done. She looks so mischievous. She's like, huh? She's like, tee. And Leonard is just legitimately in thought. This is adorable. This is great. Like, Gehrman looked legitimately mad. Audrey just looks a little mischievous, and Leonard looks just actually deep in thought. Klein just has an embarrassed. Almost everyone believes he's cold and crazy, as expected. Wait. Look at that. She's like, tee hee hee. I didn't say anything. Shut up, God. My God, that is also amazing. Wow. Yeah, this is amazing. That's awesome. That's great. They would have had to bribe Gehrman with a lot of stuff to get him to actually be part of this, because he would so not want to be part of this trend. I missed a photo? Oh, yes, I did. Gehrman. Where's the cat? Where's Leonard's cat or whatever? Leonard's shown by a cat too, right? Man, but I will say this looks so good. It's like it has that like little filter of like the 90s or whatever, like, you know, the kind of glare or whatever. It's like quite nice. Cat Klein, yeah. But isn't Leonard shown by a cat as well? Am I crazy? But yeah, I need to wait another day to be able to watch the Hall of Truth VOD. You need to be able to wait 2 days, Nagato. Yeah, but alright guys, we'll end it there. Thank you everyone for another fantastic stream, if you're here and you're not in the Discord, consider joining. You get to see some really cool fucking art. You can also fucking try to rob me all the fucking time. That's what everyone else does here. God, fuck. Yeah, we're gonna end it there. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day or nights. I'll catch y'all tomorrow around the same time. Bye, guys.